Hey guys, Fight here. Today we're going to be going over the map DE Cache and all the tips and tricks I know for it. I'm sorry I have not been active recently. I've been busy with school because my parents make me get a certain GPA to be able to apply, so I make sure I get that done before anything else, so top priority. And this, I didn't meet it, so I haven't been very active, so this quarter, after winter break, I'm going to be grinding out school. I'm not going to be on as much, so I can push out content for you guys and be able to attend some lands myself with a team. With my team that I'm getting together to go to the Tampa Esports LAN in Tampa, Florida. I live around the Central Florida, Orlando area, so I'll be doing some vlogs when we go to that. It'll be fun. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to start T-side on A main. This is, actually, let's just start Squeaky. So this is usually where I default. So I, just run over here. I run up, depending on what the round is. Like if they're on an eco and we just won a buy round, or a gun round, I usually like to jump up on this box and just play this little pixel peek right here. Thus you see when people push Squeak. Sometimes you can kill them straight through that pixel, but if you can't do that, then at least you get the spot. You can get the spot, say, hey, won't push Squeaky, kind of fall back and play Peeker's advantage on them. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Squeaky spams, it's kind of dangerous, but one thing I like to do is spam. You don't spam, like, don't try not to be the first one to spam, because if you do that, the quad player is just gonna be like, oh, he's there, and then he can play off of you. When you're spamming in this spam battle, you always want to be the guy playing off the other player. So you want them to spam first. So if they ever spam, you just read their angle of fire and just do a little crouch spray, stutter step, spam like that, okay? Hold on, I'm sorry guys. Okay, so that is Squeaky right there. Okay, that's basically all there is. Squeaky's pretty straightforward. After you, like, for entry frags, just go out like this. I usually like to open it from right here and kind of start going like this to some like shorter peaks, because a lot of times there's a lot of angles that you're exposed to. You know, you have this angle, that angle, that angle, that angle, that angle, this angle sometimes, or this angle. So there's a lot of angles as an entry fragger you do there. This is a nothing quad smoke. It's one way. Line yourself up in this corner where the like the brownish broken tile meets the gray. Stay crouched. Aim your crosshair at the top of the red arrow like that and just throw. Sometimes you could like throw some ghetto flashes like that, but that's only if this area is clear. You know, make sure your teammates are around here when you do that. You're gonna come around and you can see right here. It's a one way. They can't see you, but you can see them. Kill the quad player. You have an easier angle on the fence guy. He can't see you. I threw it a little bit wrong, but if you practice it, you'll get the timing down. So now we're to A main. I play A main two different ways. I either run up like this, facing the wall, and just crouch next to the box, and play the flash. So if a CT flashes and it pops, I peek up and then just kill the guy, because they're gonna swing out thinking someone's here or something like that. You can just pop and get an easy kill. I either do that, or I just play back like this, and I limit myself to the shroud spot. So if they do boost up there, that's an easy frag for me. If they don't, I can just go like that and spot and say, hey, once A main, get the Squeaky guy to help me, or get one of the mid players to help me on a T-side default. Boost. There's some good flashes you can use to have your teammate throw a flash off this curved wall just like that. It pops out in the mid. It's a good pop flash to use. I mean, you can throw ones like this if you're the one being boosted, just like in a pug or something that pops on top of the roof. It blinds anyone that's like kind of running up to play close mid. So yeah, but after boost, it's really just getting your jiggle peaks down and learning to gunfight. There's not many tips. You just kind of have to abuse crouch peeking, know your angles. See, like I entry frag a lot, so I kind of know the angles and stuff. Something you have to practice on your own. So now we're gonna move to mid. Me and my teammates, we do sometimes, like at least once or twice the T side, it's really good to do cross smokes mid, which you have one teammate line up here and one teammate go against this wall, and one go against this one. This guy aims right here, and the other one aims right here. So I'll show you. This guy aims here, throws a smoke. The other guy sits here, throws a smoke right there. And then this guy waits, the other guy runs out to entry, and you flash off of this corner. So you have these two smoked off. Perfect smoke wall, Z guy can't see you, headshot box guy can't see you, and it's a perfect pop flash right here to blind anyone close mid. A lot of the times, the guy flashing here, the flash will work, but usually this guy should throw an underhand pop flash, just in case, you know, anyone's playing close mid, which does happen quite frequently. So, yeah, that's just a good little, like, quick strat if your team needs to change up the momentum of the game. So that's basically mid. Do not peek this if it's smoked, please, because CTs nade it, they molly it, they smoke it. This guy, it's harder to pre-fire this angle through the smoke, and it's easy for him to kill you. Same with the Z guy. It's just not a good place to stand. If you're gonna hold this while it's smoked, you're gonna want to be standing right around here, just to watch to make sure no one pushes over here. So, alright, okay, so now we're in the B main. A lot of oppers, CT side, like to peek this little crack. You can throw a flash like this off of the curve, kind of like the one in mid, and that blinds the opper. So that's a good flash to use. You can also use one where you just run, throw off of that. That's a good flash to use. Use that to get across. A lot of T-side teams like smoking this. I hate that. Like, I honestly hate it because I like my T-side as an IGL. I like to put pressure on the CTs. I don't like them to get map control. Because if you smoke this off, the CTs have full control of checkers right here and vent. They can boost up vent without you knowing. They can kill your mid players if you end up pushing out mid early, like that last shot I just showed you. So there's mollies that are good to use on B site. There's one, if you stand right here, you line up with this until you can't see this part anymore. Line up right here, get your molly out. Oh, make sure you break the window. It will not work if you don't break the window. You aim 3 over, so 1, 2, 3, and aim where it meets that gray area and throw. This will molly headshot perfectly. It mollies anyone on default or headshot angle. It's really good. So you can use that molly in combination with one where you line up in this corner, aim up and just aim where this brown thing meets this line, and just pull your molly out, throw it. They're both normal throws, so it's not too hard to pull off, very consistent. So you're going to have a molly right there, and you're going to have a molly right here. And that will molly the whole site. The only place someone's going to be able to stand is like right here, back here or something, and they'll be completely exposed to main. And with combination with flashes, this flash right here, you can use this, that's pretty good. I don't really like that flash because I support your teammates flashing you in. It's a lot easier to entry off of that. You can throw that flash. Oh my god, I suck. Okay. So this flash right here as a self-pop flash, or you can just have a teammate, you know, line up over here and just say, alright, I'm flashing you in, go like that. Just some ghetto pop flash, it'll work. CT smoke, pretty standard, just aim in the middle of the second bar, goes CT. And then heaven, you're going to aim on this, like brick wall, and a little bit higher like that. That one's a little bit harder to pull off, so I really don't smoke heaven very often. Make sure when you cross to site, even if you have heaven smoked off, make sure you cross, over here, headshot. Because if you cross up here, people can see you, they can spam you, and it's just a death trap. So make sure, it may seem a little bit longer to come this way and plant, but trust me, it's worth your investment of time. Okay. It's basically T-side. Not much to it. One other thing. A really good T-side molly, if you're right here, is to just aim off of this thing, and it just mollies sandbags. Or not that. Aim on this little pillar, right here. So you can throw it from like here, just know where the pillar is, it'll molly sandbags. You can do it from over here on boost. Throw it, it'll molly sandbags. It's just a good pillar to make use of. CT side. B players, what I like to do is have 3 mid, 1A, 1B, and just rotate the mid players, depending on like what info the side players get. So I like to have a mid player come here and throw this smoke. Throw this smoke. You get in the corner and you aim for this little corner right there and just throw. It's a perfect smoke. It's similar to the running one, but I like this one better just because it gives the guy, your site player, time to get to site. And it also lets them play checkers, and the T side has to invest nades to flush you out of checkers, whether you're there or not, because you are playing 1 on B, and he's not going to be playing checkers. Mid, I am the mid player on CT side, so this is usually my routine. I come out, get a smoke, throw the smoke there, come over here, pop the vent. The reason you see players pop vent, CT side, is because, say you pop the vent, and you have a B players, right? I know, we only play 1B, but this is just for general Counter-Strike, okay? Pop the vent, mid player pops the vent, and then your B players pop the vent too. Okay, they pop their vent, and then they run back to site when that smoke is there. So now the T's do not have any information when we boost up vent, because this vent is broken, so if they need to come out vent, they will not hear the vent break because you already broke it earlier in the round. So this is going to be smoked. A good molly for boost if they do use boost a lot. Aim at this like floor of, or this floor of this building in the background and just run throw. It mollies boost perfectly, so that's a good one to use. So use that. Some good pop flashes. Just line up in the corner like this and just normal throw, or not normal throw. What is it? So this is one you really have to get down. I haven't done this one in a while. But yeah, you can run through it, and it pops in mid. It is one you have to practice. It's not like the easiest pop flash in the world, but once you get it, it's really effective. When you play A-site, usually what I like to do, come in the corner of the truck like this, and just take your smoke out and throw it in between this like Russian stuff, Russian message. Throw it, blocks off and covers A main perfectly, so you don't have to worry about any bad smokes. Run to site. This is a good jump spot place, so you just run up and just kind of peek over. You can also boost here, but it is a really gambly, risky spot to play. As a quad player, a lot of teams on T side smoke this, but it's a very effective CT side smoke. So if you're ever getting pressured, you can just smoke this off, and the T's are gonna have to jump to the smoke or jump up here. The T's think jumping up here is like smart, but honestly, you already know that because this is smoked off. This is going to be one of their main entry points on the site. Usually 1 out of 2 times someone's going to jump up here. Spray them down. Highway rotators will be able to see them and everything. So tell them, I'm throwing the quad smoke, watch tank. We call this tank. So watch top tank, and they might get an easy kill off a stupid T player. So with this smoke, you might want to change it out. Just play here, play an off angle. You might want to like play right here. I suggest not playing here because you get spammed there a lot. Or here. Don't play like the common angles, play like an off angle. So if they do molly quad, you won't get mollied. If they molly, I mean, you'll have to be a little bit more over, but if they molly 10, the same thing. That's a good smoke to use. Good flashes onto the site are just sit right here, and then they say like, oh, they're executing A, just throw a running flash off of that. Pops right above tank, it's really good to stop pushes. Another thing to do is like, you say, oh, they're executing A, you can do this flash, and then just come out and swing out and throw that molly, as long as you don't have a fork player. And what that does is it forces the fork player out, and the T's are going to smoke this. So the T's are just stuck in the awkward spot of sitting around here. And this is a really bad spot for T's to be in, because now you have this smoked off, and this molly. And T's have no clue what to do. Like, they're just like, okay, well, let me just jump up on the red thing and die. And then they'll just die, and that's an easy entry pack for the CT players. You can't always rely on what the T's will do in reaction to your play, but that is a very effective hold. You can boost up here. I really don't suggest it. People know about it now. It was better earlier on this map, but I don't suggest that at all. So yeah, guys, that's Cash. Thanks for watching. I will try to be uploading a bit more now. Yeah, thanks, guys. Oh, and one more thing. Comment on what map you would like to see next. Thanks, guys. Bye.